Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a Perl program to scan for suspicious URLs. So this is a suspicious URL scanner in Perl. So what we need to do first of all, we need to import this module here, which is IOSocket inet. Now you don't have to install this because this is already installed by default in your Perl setup. So once we've done that, I'm going to create an array here called URLs, and it's going to be an empty array here. Let's just go in a little bit on that. Let's just zoom in a little bit there. So there we go. So that's an empty array here, and then we create the first subroutine, which is called intro. So we do this and we print suspicious URL scanner. Okay, then what we do is we come on to the second subroutine, and I've called this subroutine here start. So we use the print command to tell the user what to do. So in this case, the print command will print start program. You've got the Y or N option, which is yes or no. Then we chomp the new line and we create a scalar variable called start and assign it to stdin, which is standard input in Perl. So that will take the user's input. So if the user types Y or N, it will take the user's input in. And then what we do is we start to evaluate this. So we evaluate it with the conditional if statement. So here we go. So we've got the scalar variable start. So if start, what we typed in up here, is equal to Y, print starting the program and a new line. And then what we do is we use the sleep here and add a value of 1, which will pause the program for 1 second, and we'll give it the impression that the program is working. And then what we do is we create enter URLs here. So enter URLs is another subroutine. So once it's done that, if we typed in yes, it will take us down to this subroutine here. Or else, if that's not the case, if we typed in N or anything else, it's just going to print bye, and then we're going to exit the program, and that will be the end of the program. So we come down onto this next subroutine called enter URLs. So we're going to use the while loop here. So this is going to be while 1. We'll put the value of 1 in here, so it'll just keep looping until we tell it to stop. So basically what we do with the print command is tell the user to enter a URL or quit. So again, we create the scalar variable called URL and assign it to standard input. So the user will type in a URL or type quit. So if the URL that's typed in is not equal to quit, what we're going to do is we're going to push these URLs, the single URL here, scalar URL, into the URLs array up here. So that's what we're going to do there. So push it in. Or else last. So if we type in quit, that will just quit the program. We're using last, it will stop it running. So that's it. And then what we do down here, we go into checking URLs here. So this is the subroutine. So we're going to have to check these URLs to see if they're valid or not. So we print out a message checking URLs here with a new line. And of course, we use the sleep function here to pause it for 1 second. And then we're going to loop through the URLs. So for each my scalar URL in URLs. So we're going to loop through those URLs in the array. And then we're going to use the conditional because we're going to evaluate something here. So if the scalar URL matches, so we're going to evaluate our numbers, or if the scalar URL matches any one of these, free login verify, or the length of the URL is greater than 25 characters. So that's what we're evaluating on here. And if it fits all that, then we print out a message to the user saying the URL is suspicious. Now what we do is we interpolate the URL into the output, the print output here. So you'll be able to see the URL in there with the message is suspicious. Or else, if that's not the case, then we print out another message to the user, again interpolating the URL into that string is okay and a new line. Now what we do to call the program, I'm going to call it by intro, and then by start here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom out there a little bit so you can get a little bit of a look at that, even though it's a bit smaller. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the program. So let me just have a look here. Start. Okay, let's make sure. Yes or no. Okay, let's run it. Okay, so there we go. We can see what the program is about. So start the program. I'm going to say, that's my keypad. It's worn. I can't see a lot of the letters here. So this is yes. Let's hit enter. Starting program. Enter or quit. Enter URL or quit. So I'm going to type in HTTPS. Let's have a look. Google.com. Hit enter. Let's do another one. HTTPS, and that's going to be. Let's have a look. Yahoo.com, and then we're going to do HTTPS. That's going to be. I'm just going to do something really silly here like that. So obviously that's not a real URL. Hit that. Okay, so let's go into quit. So just type in quit here. Okay, let's hit enter. Checking URLs. Okay, so it's checked. It says Google is okay, Yahoo is okay, but https://dggg.com is suspicious. Of course it's suspicious. And there we go. Bob's your uncle and Fanny is your auntie. I hope you enjoyed that program, and remember, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscription button below, give it a big thumbs up, drop me a comment, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!